That's the beauty of it, but you never know when it's going to happen. Hopefully. Welcome back to another video, guys. Down on the river, just got down here in the dark. Bit of a different intro. Got Zig with me, got the fire going. Just got a quick one-nighter out here, come out here after work, so no fishing tonight, but we'll wake up in the morning and see how we go. It's meant to be a big frost, so if it's a big frost, we might stay in the swag a bit longer, and then we'll just wait for the frost and the fog to clear. As I said, middle of winter, so it's bloody cold. Try and catch ourselves a Murray Cod tomorrow, but I've got a good feed to cook up tonight and a bit of food tomorrow as well, so there's going to be that aspect to it, a bit of cooking. Just having a red wine actually at the moment. No beers tonight, just brought the red wine down. Kind of fitting with the temperature, and it's actually really nice. So yeah, just settling in, have this one, and then we might get some dinner. I've got a dead bird that I've marinated overnight and just some spuds. Pretty run-of-the-mill stuff, but it should be pretty good. So looking forward to this one. Going to be fun with Zig. Just hanging out, doing a bit of camping. Righto, there's the spuds. Got 6 spuds in there. Got a nice little chamber going. Got the little shovel. Just get the coals out when we want. I've absolutely perfected the potatoes the last couple of times, so I'll wait and see if these ones are good too, and if they are, I'll give you the secrets to my spuds in the fire. Spuds are all but done, so we're just sitting over there to finish off. Got the grill there. Here's our bird. We're getting pretty sophisticated now. Had that marinating overnight. Took the spine out of her with the panther snips, and then like basically butterflied it. Chuck it on. I'm gonna go. There she is. There's heaps of butter in there too. Heaps of butter under the skin. The bird's looking good. Look at that. Got the spuds off now. Righto, quick look at the spuds. Look at that. Absolutely perfect. Soft as, good colour. The secret, I've got a few down there. Melting. You cut them once and put the butter in them. But the secret, double wrap them in foil and stick heaps of holes in them with your fork. Fork or knife, but I use a fork. And they're just perfect in about 30 minutes. That chook's nearly done. Well, she was a proper frost last night. Look at that. Bloody freezing. Oof. Get this fire going and warm up a bit before we get into it, that's for sure. Just got the morning coffee going. Finally warming up a little bit. Jesus, it was bloody cold last night. Oh, I don't know what it would have got down to, but she was a massive frost. Yeah, well into the negatives. Got up now, I got up at 8, just because I didn't want to get out of bed. Everything was frozen. But it's about 8:30 now. The sun's just come over the hills and starting to defrost everything, which is good. Got this fire going. Getting a warm cup of coffee in. But yeah, she was cold. Very, very cold camp. And me and Zig had to bloody cuddle up to share a bit of warmth in that swag. Little igloo. Anyway, it's going to be a cracking day, but there's not a cloud in the sky, blue skies. Going to be sunny, so it should warm up the water a bit by lunchtime, hopefully. But I'm definitely not in a rush to get out there at the moment fishing. I think it's going to be pretty tough just with how cold it got overnight. So I'm going to have this coffee, then cook some brekkie, and then we'll get ready to go. But yeah, definitely not in the rush at the moment, especially with that cold weather. I think if we're going to get a chance, it'll definitely be this afternoon when that water sort of warms up a little bit from that sun penetration. But either way, it's going to be a cracking day, and looking forward to going for a bit of a hike up the river. Tough way to start. the morning, this, but we've got to cross the river. It's about 6 degrees, 6.5 degrees this water. Oh, oh, far out. Yeah, that's about as cold as I've ever felt it. Look at the spinner. How are you feeling? Doesn't even bother her. Come on, we're crossing. Come on. Water's nice and clear, but pretty happy with the clarity. The size of this bait. Oh, it's fresh. Put lead in your pencil, this stuff. Zig's powering across. Keep going, good girl. Oh, a bit deeper than what I thought. Don't want the old fella to go in. Oh. No. Just trying to work out what action's better. I think the top attachment looks better. Just starting to get in the rhythm of throwing this. Been going for half an hour now. No lookers yet, but we're still, it's very cold. Middle of winter. As you can see, the sun's on the hill on the other side of the river there. It's nearly at the river, but we're still in the shade, so when the air temperatures and the water temperatures are this cold, I think our best chance of catching a fish is going to be once that sun starts to penetrate the water and just spike that temperature a little bit. It only has to go up half a degree to a degree, and that's generally what I find brings them on the bite in the middle of the winter. Of course, we're throwing this big thing. We're only looking for that one bite, really. Gonna go all day chasing that one bite. Be unreal to catch a fish on this lure. You'd think if we do get a bite that it's going to have to be a good one, because this is a 42.5 centimetre lure, so you know, a lot of the cod in this river would probably be smaller in length than this thing. So if we can find one that's going to eat this thing, it should be pretty big. It looks pretty sick in the water. Although it's huge in length, it's actually a hollow body design, so it's actually not too bad to cast. Like, it's a big bait and it weighs a bit, but it could weigh a lot more if it wasn't hollow, and it's actually not too bad to fish. Just got the bib on it. It's going down about probably 2 to 3 foot. I probably wish it was a little bit, like, this river's pretty shallow on most of the spots. I'd like it to be just about a foot under. It's going a little bit deeper than that, so it is dredging the bottom in some sections, but it's pretty good for the deeper water. Got a pretty good side-to-side action. It's basically just a K9, supersized. Damn it. Having a few issues with the casting. She's fouling up a bit. And then it's like bringing a bloody shovel in. So much surface area. It's tough going just to bring it in when she fouls up. I reckon now that sun's coming out a bit, we might get some visual stuff happen. Being such a big lure, I reckon some of these bigger fish that are around in this river will see it and they'll want to come and have a look. I don't know, when you're throwing like a really big bait, sometimes they're inquisitive without hitting it. So it'll be interesting because the water's like, the clarity's actually really good at the moment. And obviously no wind, so there's no ripples on the surface, and once that sun gets nice and high, we're gonna have good light penetration. And if I start up high like this, I reckon we'll have to have something visual happen with a fish coming up and having a look at it. Like I'm watching that bait there at the moment, 20 meters away, and you can see it clear as day. Obviously it's big white lure, but it won't be too hard to see when there's a cod behind it when it gets into view. So that'll be pretty cool. But yeah, I just need to get this casting down pat. There's obviously going to be a bit of a technique to stop it from fouling. I don't know if it's just sort of thumbing it just before it lands or letting it fly out. But just one of those things, whenever you start fishing a new bait, especially a really big one, you got a few teething issues. But yeah, we'll sort them out. That sun's unreal now. I can't even feel my feet from walking through the river. But getting that sun on the back and on the legs, it's unreal. This thing looks good. It's obviously huge, but there's huge fish in here. Definitely watching very intently every time it comes back into view. Just waiting for something to be behind it. It almost makes like a growling sound as you cast it out with that hollow design. It's pretty cool. Holy shit. It's getting fouled up every bloody cast now. If I can't get a full cast in, it's just going to foul up. And like, I've got to manipulate every cast. Being down the river, it's just very hard to get a easy cast away, and it's just, we're in prime water and I'm blowing it up by having a foul lure, so it's starting to frustrate me. And then I cast over the stick. Nah, can't do it anymore. It's just, I'm getting fouled up nearly every cast. Driving me insane. Gonna have to put the frenzy away. I think I'm gonna put the ghost on. I just can't deal with this anymore. It's got to be a special way of casting this, and it's obviously, if you're on a boat, it's a lot easier because you're not restricted in the way you cast. But here, where I am down here on the river, I've got boulders, trees and stuff behind me, so I'm always trying to invent a different cast, and it's just, it's not working. I think that's why they probably use those DRT shark trebles on baits like this as well. Obviously it's a DRT bait, because those shark trebles have the barb on the outside of the treble instead of the inside, which is how you traditionally have it. So I'm using a Ryugi treble on these. But I'm just blowing up water. I'm just wasting me time here because it's over 50% just fouled up like that. And I like the lure, but I need to work out how to cast the bloody thing. I've never had that big of an issue with a lure before. Obviously this is the biggest swim bait I've ever used. But yeah, it's pretty frustrating. Put the ghost on, it's still big. gonna have a bit of a break. Got my new pack here as well. Got a Tasmanian tiger pack. Good girl. Been after a new pack for a while. Done a fair bit of research, ended up going with this one. Initial thoughts are pretty good. I'll probably do a bit of a review on it down the track once I've got a bit more experience with it, but yeah, it feels good so far. It's a solid bag. So we're going to take the, unfortunately, I just can't keep putting up with the fouling of this lure. So we're going to put the frenzy away, and I'll pull the ghost out. I actually used this yellow tail from the frenzy for the ghost as well, and I used the bib. The ghost is probably my favourite DRT bait now. Quite a lot of good fish on it. Not too much smaller, probably 2 inches smaller than the frenzy, but it's got that extra joint, and I really like the action that the double joint gives the ghost. It's more of an S action. The action on the frenzy was pretty good, but yeah, there's the ghost. So if you compare them, there's not a great, like obviously that's a bit bigger, but still a big bait this. I think this is, with this tail, it's like 13 or 14 inch lure. Super handy too, because I can fish it. I actually fish it with the coffin bib. The coffin bib comes with the frenzy, so I put that in the ghost. It fits as well, so put that in there like that, and then if I'm fishing shallow, I can just rip it out and throw it on top, and then if I want to get it down a foot or two, I can just put the bib back in. So super versatile, the old ghost. She's done some work now. I've got a fair bit of hook rash on her and some teeth marks from cod. What is it? It's about 12:15, so I've been going for a couple of hours now. I'm just throwing that bait. I did go pretty quick. I moved a couple of k's up, going pretty quick, purely because it was all shaded down there and it's pretty bloody cold, and I wanted to get to some areas with a bit of sun on the water. Sun's sort of up now on the water. It looks pretty good. I reckon we'll get one on this ghost. Fingers crossed. I just want to catch a fish now. I really wanted to catch a fish on this, and I will down the track, but I just need to, yeah, it's frustrating me too much, that fouling on the cast. It's such a cool lure, but I've got no doubt in my mind that a big cod will eat that down the river here eventually. It's amazing throwing a lure that size. Gets a big bait. It actually, I look at the ghost, like most people would look at that and be like, oh, no way, that's way too big. And it actually looks pretty small in comparison after I've been throwing this all morning. Funny how it works. Alright, a quick change of plans. I'm going to throw the rat. Cool bait. I'm going to give this little 15 minutes. I'm going to leave my other lures out just here. I'm just going to fish this hole with this for 15. It's a nice deep rocky hole, so it's perfect for the rat. And then I'm going to come back, have some lunch, and then I'll put the ghost on. But 15-20 for the rat to make it happen. She's a bit easier to throw, the rat. A bit easier on the arms. Right, I ended up fishing the rat for a little bit longer. Just looks so good in the water. And I did think I'd mix it up and it was looking good, but got a bit of a snag and was reefing on to get it off, and I've actually ripped the tail off her, so it's Still work without the tail, but it looks so much better when it's got the tail on it, and it's just a bit of a confidence thing. So I'm going to go to the ghost now, fish another probably 500 meters, and we'll stop and have lunch, and then we'll turn around. It's going to be a late lunch. Tough going, but haven't even seen a fish. That's the beauty of it, but you just never know when it's going to happen. Hopefully this guy's a ticket. Well, she's tough going. 20 to 2. Got as far up as I want to come. Not a bite. Haven't seen anything. Obviously throwing big lures middle of winter. As I said at the start, we are targeting that one fish, but yeah, it is tough. You're just hoping to see something or have some type of interaction by now, but that is the game of winter cod fishing. I'm just going to pull up now, have a bit of a feed. I've got the ghost on now. Take 20 and then start heading back down. I still am confident the water temps are going to be at their peak in that sort of late arvo after the sun's had a bit of time to be on the water. So I do feel like if I am going to get an opportunity at any time during the day, and when we're in the coldest part of the year, then it's going to be whenever that temperature's at its warmest. So still going to fish hard on the way back down. I really want to catch one fish. So yeah, we'll keep going. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. It's still good fun being here. It's a cracking day. Like, it's been a beautiful walk up here in that sun now. Like, I'm warm. It's good. The water's freezing when I have to get in and out, but yeah, it is beautiful just cruising up here. There's not a cloud in the sky, not a breath of wind. You can't really beat it. Just a nice Murray Cod would really top off this trip. So anyway, I've got a bit of leftover Subway from yesterday's lunch that I'm going to have now. Meatball. She might be a bit touch and go, but it'll do the job to give me the energy to keep going. The old leftover Subway. Meatball, all salad. No sauce, so she stays a bit dry. Any sauce, she goes soggy. I was like, it's already pretty soggy, but can't be having sauce. I'll do the job. Some bread. Good girl. Yep, there we go. Finally. Oh, he feels all right. Yeah, he's not a bad fish, this one. He's not a meatery, but he's decent. Fire, it's taken all day. He's right in the rapid there. It's pretty shallow. Oh. Ghost on the surface. Geez, he's pretty big. Jeez, he's actually really big. He's in the flow here. Away, Zig. He's a pretty nice fish. I've actually just beached him there. I might set this bag up. Righto. It's a beautiful fish, finally. Look at him, he's a cracker. Oh, got him. Bloody oath, look at that. He's probably a 95. I tell you what, Sam, this is the same hole Sam got a 95 in last year, and I reckon that could be the same fish. That's mad. On the ghost. Bloody oath. Here's a better look at him. Just gave him a quick measure on the tape. He was 95, so exactly the same length as the one Sam got summer last year. So I reckon it's the same fish, which is pretty sick. I think Sam was holding him this way, so from this video we might be able to check some markings out. But exact same hole. It's not a very big hole, this one, so I reckon it is him. This water's absolutely freezing. The fish is cold. We're going to get him straight back. How good's that? That was sick. It's never easy solo, but he played the game. He didn't kick until I finally took my hand out of his mouth. So it's always nice when they're like that, especially when they're a bigger model. That's what it's all about, guys. Look at that. It's 3:30. Fished all day and have not had a touch, not a single touch. And then out of nowhere, I was not expecting it. I nearly just kept walking past this little spot, but it's only because Sam had success here in the past, and I actually got a hit from a smaller fish the other day out of here. So just goes to show you just got to keep casting. Well, that's a 95 centimetre fish. You can't beat that. That's what you do it for. Pretty stoked. We've still got a bit to go, another an hour of fishing, and then that'll do us. But it's made the trip, that, hasn't it? Bloody oath. Just having a look at the lure after that fish. How's that there? I don't know how well that's going to pick it up, but it's actually snapped the end of the treble off. These hooks were fouled up like that, and he was only pinned by that one there, and then he didn't really kick, but they just fell out. Obviously it's snapped off, and there's actually only this one here was just pinned in the side of his lip, and that was pretty much all that was holding him on at the end. Still sticky, but yeah, that's a Ryogi brutal treble. That's yeah, it's not too great, that's for sure. Better fix that before we keep going. Alrighty guys, that's going to wrap it up. Just got back to the ute. As you can see, the very, very last light. So I've gone all day. Fished pretty hard on the way back there for the last sort of hour and a half, and didn't get another touch. So Just goes to show it can be tough going in winter. You know, one bite, pretty lucky to stick that bite, and it was a good fish, so I'm pretty stoked with that. But all in all, it was a good trip either way, even if that didn't come about. You know, just come down here with Zig, and good camp last night, cooked a couple of good feeds, and just, yeah, a lovely walk up the river in pretty nice winter weather. Anyway, gonna hop in the ute and send it home and have a warm shower. Looking forward to it. Cheers for watching, everyone. I'll see you in the next vid. Catch ya.